Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Norma Lateralis. We will start our topic with introduction. Norma Lateralis refers to the lateral view of skull showing the side profile and the relationship between various cranial and facial bone. It provides insight into the structural integrity and functional aspect of skull. Now we will talk about the regions, what are the regions of the Norma Lateralis, and then we will talk about them one by one for better understanding. Normal lateralis consists of several distinct regions including cranial bones region, facial bone region. First is we are going to talk about the facial bone region. Facial bone have zygomatic bone in normal lateralis that form the cheek prominence and contribute to the zygomatic arch. Then the second facial bone in the normal lateralis is maxilla that houses the upper teeth and forms part of nasal cavity. Third bone that can be seen in normal lateralis is mandible, that is lower jaw bone including the ramus, body and mental foramen. Next bone, facial bone that can be seen from normal lateralis is nasal bone that form the upper part of the nasal bridge. And now let's talk about the cranial bones of that can be seen in normal lateralis. They are frontal bone that forms the forehead and contributes to the superior part of the orbit. Next cranial bone and that can be seen from normal lateralis is parietal bone. Here you can see the green color bone at the above level of skull is the parietal bone. It is located superiorly forming the lateral wall of cranium. The next bone is occipital bone that is partially visible at the posterior aspect, and temporal bone that includes the squamous, mastoid and petrous part. It also has sphenoid bone, that is the greater wing is visible in lateral view. Now let's talk about the key features of normal lateralis. It includes temporal line that are superior and inferior temporal line that make the attachment of temporalis muscles. The next feature is zygomatic arch that is formed by the zygomatic process of temporal bone and the temporal process of zygomatic bone. The next key feature is external acoustic meatus that is opening for the ear canal. Now further talking about the key features of normal lateralis, we have mastoid process that is projection of temporal bone for the muscle attachment. Next we have is styloid process that is a slender projection for ligament and muscle attachment. It is also the part of the temporal bone. Next we have is infratemporal fossa that is located between the temporal fossa, below the temporal fossa, and houses the important neurovascular structure, and that's the reason infratemporal fossa is really significant clinically. Now let's talk about the clinical significance of studying normal lateralis. First is structural support. As normal lateralis provide stability to the skull and muscle attachment, and it serves as an anchor for muscle involved in mastication and facial expression. And the third significance is protection, as it shield vital neurovascular structures. Further talking about the clinical significance, it is important for fractures as it is trauma to normal lateralis can affect vision, hearing and jaw function. The second surgical clinical significance is surgical modification, as it is often involved in reconstructive and cosmetic procedures. And the third clinical significance is neurological impact, that is damage to foramina can affect sensory and motor nerves. Now let's talk about the conclusion of the whole video. Normal lateralis provide a comprehensive view of the skull lateral structure, highlighting key anatomical features essential for medical studies and healthcare applications. So this was all about normal lateralis. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.